Today I am talking about things that I think make someone instantly stylish, and this is not in any order. The first thing that I have is nails, and having crazy nails will always be stylish to me. You felt it important enough to seek out a nail artist that can deliver the uniqueness that you desire, or you found lucky enough to find somebody where you can like collaborate on an idea and come up with something really cool. Or even better, you're creative enough to do this yourself and you have obviously enough free time to work on things like that, or you maybe are super busy and you just make it a priority to have that creative outlet. Like that, I think makes you really cool and really stylish. Simple nails, a la this, a solid color or French tips or colored French tips. Shorter nails that are just a single color, those will always be in style. And no matter what you're wearing, if you have something crazy going on in your nails and your outfit is simple, I'm gonna think that you are just the coolest thing. Second, jewelry. There's a couple things that I wanted to talk about. Mixing metals is key. Like if you are able to do it, mix silver and golds, rose golds even, gems and simple things all in one look, then I think that you're pretty stylish. In general, I think that people whose style that I admire don't really adhere to rigid fashion rules, like don't mix silver and gold, don't wear white after Labor Day. They do whatever the hell they want. Fashion rules I think are pretty stupid. If anything should be a free-for-all, it should be what you decide to put on your body as an individual. Maximalism in a jewelry sense and an accessory sense, colors, textures. I'm not like a one earring type of gal, clearly, or a bracelet or a necklace. Like I think that looks really cool, but there's so many things that I have and that I like, and I want to wear them all at once, or I want to wear more than one thing. So collecting jewelry through your travels or via loved ones, it gives it more nostalgia, it gives it more sentimentality, and usually looks more unique and eclectic. Like for example, like it's spring and maybe you're reminded of a certain fragrance or a certain piece of jewelry that you wore in that season in the past, so you throw it on. You're missing your mom, so you toss on one of her rings and you don't take it off for the rest of the year. Like that I think is so cool and unique, and that's the kind of vibe that I'm really drawn to. I think being an accessories hoarder means that you're really stylish. Building an accessories stash takes a lot of time and effort. Personally, when I shop, clothing pieces are at the forefront of my mind. I happen upon accessories, and therefore I have way more clothes than I do accessories. And the girls that maybe are flip-flopped and they have a lot more accessories than they have clothes, I think that they really have a gift for vision, and they can grab 5 or more random accessories and incorporate them into an outfit that looks super thoughtful yet like serendipitous and never overdressed. Is mixing like feminine and masculine aspects. So, wearing a button-up collared men's shirt with like a cute skirt and some cute kitten heels or like a boot, and accessorizing it with feminine necklaces and bracelets and jewelry, and doing your hair and makeup in a feminine way. I think, okay, that's super cool that you can take from the different aspects and create something that is still feminine even though you're wearing male clothes. Okay, the next thing, I'm actually trying to work on myself, but I don't have a lot of like sheer pieces. So I think that people who can wear like a sheer dress and then they have the undergarments, or things that can work as undergarments underneath that looks really cool, I think, wow, like they really like have style. I think that in order for it to be done right, like it takes a little bit of creativity, and yeah, I'm personally trying to work on that myself. I'm kind of late to this game. Like I said, I'm thinking of tops, bottoms, dresses, not necessarily like the smaller accessory aspect, but I think that people who have a lot of socks or have a lot of like knee highs, like things like leg warmers, things like that, like people who can style, like make footwear look really unique, socks with heels, or like cool colorful socks with all different types of shoes. I'm just kind of now like getting into that, like expanding into that. And buying secondhand, obviously that's a big one that requires, you know, you to know a little bit more about yourself and what you like, and also it shows like what you're willing to spend money on, whether it's pieces that are of a certain material quality, or if you're more of, you know, a vintage like bag type person, like when you're buying secondhand and you're trying to build a closet doing that. I think that you're able to decide like what you really like and what you're willing to spend a little bit more extra money on. And then you can get to a point where you are after like certain brands that kind of speak to your style. That me, for example, I am super into Copine. I think that their pieces are super cool. They can always be worn multiple ways, and whether it's forward or back, or wearing something that's meant to be a skirt as a top or a dress, like they just have really cool structural details and colorways that I'm just super into. I also like a lot of like vintage like Roberto Cavalli items. That's like quintessential like 2000s for me. Like it's that woman that's like, you know, like that Samantha Jones like type, like super confident, wearing bright colors, bright prints. Like she's really comfortable on her skin and she's not afraid of color and standing out. And she's either going to play into the wild, crazy prints and colors, or pair it with something that kind of brings it down a little bit. I think being able to do that in a single look, it makes you stylish. The last thing I want to talk about is knowing, and I've never done it, had it professionally done. I kind of like halfway do it. Like if I'm watching someone do a video on how to do it, like I kind of think I know. I may not know exactly like what my color season is, but I do know what colors that I gravitate to in general versus what really complements my, you know, every skin tone, eye color, hair color, all that. When I was younger, I didn't care about, wasn't on my radar, like in my 20s. If I look in my closet now, like there are certain colors that I just don't have a lot of, and that is just, I guess, me subconsciously being able to pinpoint what colors bring me to life versus what colors just never really like look amazing on me. If you look into that, I think you'll kind of, it'll maybe confirm some things that you've already noticed about yourself in certain colors. But I think that knowing what's not going to, basically just knowing like what's not gonna look like awful on you, that's really all you need to do, because most people can wear plenty of colors. As long as you stay away from things that just kind of like undoubtedly fall flat on you, like you're fine. It's not that, you know, it's not that deep. I don't have like too many things to talk about because I think style is just so broad, and I see people who are dressed cool like all the time. It's just like, be honest, like I get dressed, you know, obviously for myself, but every girl like wants like, or loves it if someone, a woman is going to compliment them on their outfit, their bag, their clothes, their hair. It's just like the sweetest thing. Giving some people like something like interesting and cool to look at is kind of like what I try to do, you know, when I'm trying to like put together an outfit and not just like throw something on. Yeah, and I just appreciate like going out into the world and just like women, just like seeing like all the cool things that we have at our disposal to you know, bring beauty to the world. It's just really special. So if you see someone that is wearing something cool, tell them. Like I remember there was this one girl, I was at Home Goods, and she, like, her in this outfit, like it lives like rent-free in my mind, like to this day. This was maybe like a year and a half ago, and she was wearing like a black like simple cami, and not crop, but it was not super long, and then she had on like these like cool like baggy, I don't know if they were black or like navy, but they were like baggy pants, and they had like crazy like ties on the side. I don't know, it just like was so cool. And she had some kind of bracelet that was like serpentine, and I don't know if it was that like Bulgari like watch or whatever. I don't think it was, but it was like something similar that looked like that. And and she was wearing like little tiny like kitten like Chanel heels. I don't remember exactly like how they look, but I remember her wearing like the pants and the cami and then having these like really cute little like vintage designer like heels on, and her skin just looked great. I was like, wow, like, and she's just going to Home Goods, like, thank you. Like, I wish I would have told her, like, her outfit is so cool. But yeah, like things like that, like, I just love. So anyway, that's kind of a weird tangent. That was kind of a weird tangent, but let me know what you guys think makes someone instantly stylish. And if you have an example like mine where you saw some girl like in her outfit or her whatever, her just vibe was just like, oh my god, like that is what I want to recreate. Talk about it in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.